Okay, so since wala akong internet, I'll be recording my lecture for the remaining parts of chapter 1. So, next natin is the statement of the problem. Although, pinagamit ko sa inyo ang PICOT, pero gagamitin nyo pa rin. Pero in terms of the developmental, you may proceed agad doon sa I or the intervention. I or the intervention and C for the comparison, if there's a comparison. Sa IAS intervention, you may at least have 2 to 3 intervention if hindi nyo lalagyan ng comparison. Okay, then the outcome later. Okay, start natin. For example, the developmental of NavX. So, this, start with the general problem. So, general problem, guys, huwag nyo naman ng EAI ito, ha? Start with your title. So, this study, ano yung aim nyo? Aims to develop a cross-country navigational app for, ano yun? Tapos, para saan? Which serves as the basis for, ano yun? Ano yung purpose of the development ng app? Ilagay nyo siya dyan. Yan lang yung general subject nyo or general problem ninyo. Then, ito nilalagay ko to. Specifically, this aims to answer the following questions or the following sub-problems. Okay? Dalawa questions or sub-problems. Okay? Number 1, since sabi ko gamit kayo ng PICOT but for the developmental of the app, no need for us to determine the profile of your respondent. So, we will proceed dun sa I or intervention. When it comes to intervention or interaction, andyan lahat yung mga major sub-problems ninyo in terms of your topic or the general problem. Ang general problem kasi ninyo is to develop an app. So, start with the needs. Or what are the needs analysis? Ito, ha? What are the problems encountered by the flight. Hindi ko alam kung flight instructor ang gagamit. Flight instructors and student pilots in, ano ba? Flying ba? Flying in cross-country? Hindi ko alam kung ano yung problems na tinutukoy nyo dyan na mag-a-address or it may result to the development of that particular app. Okay? So, as to, ano ba yung feature ng app? Lagay mo dito. What are the problems encountered by the student pilots? What are the problems encountered by the flight instructors in crossing ba at crossing other countries? So, it's up to you kung ano to, hindi ko kabisado dyan eh. So, crossing other countries ba or flying? So, it's up to you or as to or when viewed according to ano ba yung kailangan? Ano ba yung mas may common problem kayo? Diba? So, ilagay mo yung feature number 1, feature number 2, feature number 3. So, it's up to you kung ilang feature yan. Pero, hindi mo lalagyan ng feature. Lagyan mo kagad kung ano yung specific feature na na-foresee mo na it will address the problem. Okay? Problems encountered by the flight instructor. Dito naman sa iba, pwede nyong alamin dyan yung what are the different common challenges, experience, ganon, common issues encountered. So, it's more on that kasi ibig sabihin, you found out a particular problem. That's why you are proposing a developed navigational app to address those problems. Okay, number 2, pwede mo ilagay dito yung what are the main features of the developed cross country navigation. What are the main features of what are the main features of the development app? Feature na ba? And its performance based on several testing made. Ayan. So, pwedeng ganyan siya kung iti-testing nyo pa yung app. Like, stress testing. Pag sinabi natin stress testing, yun yung gagamitin mo yung app for 24 hours, 72 hours, or 8 hours. It depends upon you para makita natin yung flaws ng na-develop yung app. Okay? Or website. Kailangan may stress testing tayo dyan. So, what are the main feature and its performance? So, automatic, you will be first showing us the main features of the developed app based on the problems identified and performance, kung ilang testing, stress testing na ginamit ninyo. So, it's more on itong part, quantitative. So, you will be preparing a questionnaire, identifying those. Then, ito naman, it's a qualitative, when ipipresent nyo lang. For example, ito main feature. So, di-discuss nyo siya with pictures. So, magpapakita ko later ng example niyan. Number 3, what is the level of acceptability? Dito. Mayroon tayong sample dito. Yan. Level of acceptability. Ito yung ito, validity kasi sila. Nagkaroon sila ng validity. So, topics included. Pero hindi nila ginawa yung kanina, which is isa yun sa mga nakita kong improvement na gagawin natin. So, ito din ang magiging part of your statement of the problem number 3. Yan. Statement of the problem number 3 kasi it is based from the ISO questionnaire. So, what is the level of acceptability of the cross-country navigational app in terms of yun? So, ito sa hindi natin ginawa ito, yung functionality, based ito sa ISO. So, itong instrument na to, hindi na kayo gagawa kasi available na sa office. But, you need to get the instrument kay Ma'am Dana kasi titignan ninyo if all of this is applicable dun sa ginawa ninyong app. Okay? Portability. Okay? Yan. So, ito yung based on the ISO. So, yan, ganyan pa rin ang question nyo. Lahat kayo ng mga develop research or developmental research like web or an app, IoT or what. Ito ang magiging number 3 questions ninyo or intervention question ninyo kasi meron tayong ISO na ginagamit to look if your app or your project is functional, performance efficiency, compatibility, etc. Okay, then the last part is number 4, what is almost the same din yan? Based on the result or evaluation yan. Areas of remaining areas of concern. Based on the survey, based on the level of ability, based on the level of acceptability, what areas of concern are need to be addressed to improve the final form of the proposed cross-country navigation. Yan. Okay? So, ito, Doc, sabi mo pwede pa magdagdag. Yes, pwede mo pang dagdagan yan. So, 1, intervention. Ito, hindi ito pwedeng sabing intervention kasi it's based from a collected data na qualitative. So, this is the second intervention. Pwede ka maglagay kung gusto mo lang. Kung gusto nyo lang ha, okay. What is the level of effectiveness of the proposed or the developed cross-country navigational app? What is the level of effectiveness among the experimental and unexperimental? So, ibig sabihin, gagamit ang dalawang group. Yung experimental, ito yung gagamit ng app. Ito naman yung hindi gagamit ng app. But they will be flying para makita natin kung saan mas effective. Sa gumamit o hindi. Yan. So, ganyan lang siya. For the statement of the problem when we talk about the developmental research. Ma'am, paano po naman pag basic research? So, depende sa topic ninyo. Kung ang topic ninyo, maglalagay kayo ng is there a significant difference between the level of performance of the students and their profile? Pag sinabi mo and their profile, so automatic ang number one question mo is about profile. If yung hypothetical question mo is there a significant relationship between their study habits and academic performance at wala kang binanggit na profile, huwag kang maglalagay ng profile. Pag sinabi mo is there a significant relationship between their study habits and their academic performance, sa academic performance pala, SPR, or yung grade nila from the register, so profile pa rin yun. So yun, maglagay ka ng profile, which is the academic performance. If your statement, the problem is, for the hypothetical question or comparative is there a significant difference between their personality traits and their study habits? So hindi mo na kailangan pa ilagay yung profile kasi yung personality traits, hindi naman siya may consider as profile. Okay? So, automatic you start with the question na intervention or interaction, which is unahin mo yung ano sinabi natin kanina? Personality traits. So, automatic, ang number one question mo, what is the personality traits of the student pilot when viewed according to, behavior, communication. So, it's really up to you kung ano yung variable. Number two question mo, automatic yung kinumpare mo na. What is the study habits of the student pilots when viewed according to their time of study, place of study, mga ganon. So, yun yung intervention or interaction na dalawa. Then, ang pangatlong question mo na nun, automatic, is the comparative. Yun, is there significant relationship between the personality traits and the study habits of the students? Yun yung comparative study mo. Okay? Ma'am, pwede pa po ba ako magdagdag doon? Pwede ka magdagdag. Like, another intervention, pero isisingit mo siya after the comparative question. Like, for example, you wanted to know the problems encountered by the students in line with their study habits. So, pwede mo idagdag yun. So, optional naman yun. Okay? It is an intervention, yet it will be placed after the comparison. Why? Kasi, isinisignify natin na pag may comparison question, yung is there significant difference or relationship, comparative question yon, na we are talking about the two upper statement of the problem natin. Okay? And for the last ng basic study is the outcome. Wala namang time bound kasi you will not be experimenting something. So, based on findings lagi ang outcome of the study. So, based on findings, what proposed study guidelines can be recommended to the students to improve their study habits based on the different personality traits. Ganon. So, magpo-provide ka ng something, it's an app or a program, an action plan, a pamphlet, a dissemination material. Yun yung laging outcome or output sa dulo. Okay, so ganun lang kasimple ang statement of the problem natin. Okay? Next natin is the hypothesis. Tandaan ninyo, if you have a hypothetical question, for example, dito, maglalagay dito, is there, yung sample ko kanina, is there a significant relationship between the personality traits of personality traits and the study habits of the students. Yan. So, may hypothetical question ka na. Okay? So, hypothetical, basta is there a significant relationship or is there a significant difference, automatic yung may hypothetical question ka. Pag may hypothetical question ka, then you will remove the assumption of the study. Okay? So, ganyan. Laging may introductory ha. This study will measure the level of the hypothesis. The hypothesis of the study at 0.05 level of significance. Pwede mong palitan ito na 0.01 or 0.05. Ibig sabihin, 95% tama yung hypothesis ninyo and 5% mali. This will measure the hypothetical question of the study at 0.05 level of significance. The hypothesis is presented in null and alternative form. Ganyan lang siya. Okay, so number 1, HO. There is no negative kasi sabi mo null. So, uunahin mo yung null. Yan, there is no null. Ito naman is the alternative. So, there is no, kopyahin na lang natin. Yan. Okay, tapos ang H1 mo, there is. Yan. Okay. So, ganyan lang ang hypothetical. Now, since may hypothetical question ka, alisin mo sa assumption. Okay? Alisin mo yan. What if, ma'am, wala po kaming hypothetical? O yun, magkakaroon ka ng assumption. Okay? Sa assumption naman, the researchers assume the following statements. Tandaan ninyo that your assumption is based on your SOP. Number 1, ano ba yung sinabi natin dito? Halimbawa, yan. Yan. So, that the problems of, mag-sample tayo na isa. So, ito yung number 1 problem mo. Take sample natin dito. So, that the student pilots and the flight instructors are experiencing difficulty in line with crossing other countries. Kasi cross country, gano'n. So, nandun siya. So, ganito lang yung example lang naman. You just state all your statement of the problem. Provided that, yung sa statement of the problem mo, walang statement that leads to asking for the significant relationship or significant difference. Kasi, if you have this question or the comparative, then, hindi mo na kailangan ng assumption. You just make your statement, the null and the alternative hypothetical statement. Okay, so kung wala lang, magbe-base kayo sa number 1 question. Dapat yan. Yung number 2 is nasa SOP number 2 yan. Okay? So, ganito lang siya kadali. Okay? In terms of the delimitation naman, dalawa to. Scope and delimitation. Pag sinabi nating scope, ito yung coverage coverage of the study or part of the study that you wanted to explore. Yan. Okay. Ang limitation naman, kung hanggang saan siya. the limitation ang ginagamit kapag quantitative. Limitation kapag qualitative. Okay? Pag quantitative, ang ginagamit na term, the limitation. Pag qualitative, limitation. Ang limitation naman is, yan yung inclusion and exclusion criteria. Okay, so dalawang paragraph lang dito ha. 2 paragraphs. So, yung first paragraph mo, Okay, yung first paragraph mo is about your topic. Topic na sinasabi natin, ito yung nasa SOP. Okay? Yan yung nasa statement of the problem. So, for example, yung number 1 statement of the problem natin is, ito yung problems. Okay, puntahan natin doon. Problems. So, problems. This study focus on identifying the problems encountered by the flight instructor in dealing with cross-country flights. This will be delimited in identifying their problems as to, kung ano yung feature number 1, number 2, number 3. Hanggang dyan lang, okay? So, delimited. Tapos, focus. Yan. Dito naman, pwede nyo laruin. Instead of, this study focus on identifying, the scope of the study, yan. Ganon. So, this study focus on identifying or the scope of the study is to identify, ganon. Yun. Ang second paragraph naman natin is the respondents. Okay. Dito naman, the respondents of the study are the flight instructors and student pilots. The inclusion criteria is that flight instructors, kailangan ba may lipad siya, ganon. Sa student ba kailangan 150 hours na ba siya, 200, ganon. So, you have to give the inclusion criteria. Now, when we talk about the exclusion criteria naman, yun yung mga hindi nyo isinama. Like, for example, students who has 150 and below flying hours are not included in the study. Why? You have to discuss why. So, ganun lang siya. Okay, ganun lang siya. Then, ang third niyan is 3 pala. 3. Time bound. Kailan? Hanggang kailan tong study ninyo? This study will be conducted for 3 months. Ganon. Since the researchers will be developing an app, then after that, the researchers will be testing for stress testing before the actual floating or actual use of the instrument for the respondents to answer the validity, to answer the level of acceptability, etc. So, ganun lang siya, time bound. Hanggang kailan tong study mo. Okay? Okay, so ganyan lang kasimple din ang scope and the limitation. Next natin is the significance of the study. Dito sa significance of the study, you will be discussing who will be benefited. Ito deductive approach to Siyempre, institution, una. Institution. Pangalawa, your department. Pangatlo, flight instructors, student pilots, siyempre kayo, the researchers, anong pakinabang nyo dito sa study ninyo, di ba? Then, lastly is the future researchers. Yeah. Ganyan lang siya. Simple lang ha. mga 2 to 3 sentences each. Hindi kailangan mahaba. And direct to the point ha, huwag nyo masyadong AI yan. Kung gagamit kayo ng AI, make sure that you read the information given para alam nyo na tama yung binibigay nyong part na yan. Kasi once na question kayo dyan, ang dami-daming ang dami-daming mga sentences kayo nilagay, irrelevant naman. So, dapat, you have to look kung tama ba yung ginawa niya. Okay? For the definition of terms naman, make sure na when you use the AI, lalagyan nyo siya ng, kukunin nyo yung URL, ilalagay nyo siya as reference. Okay? Pero sana pagdating dito, huwag nyo naman na AI kasi benefit ng study nyo yan eh. Okay? Huwag nyo na ilalagay. For the definition of terms, put an introductory. So, this study provides lexical and operational meaning of the terms used in the study. Yan. So, number 1, ano ba yung mga terms na i-define nyo? Yan, NavX. Yan, NavX. So, wala sa inyo yun. Development, ano pa yung mga ibang terms? Like yung functionality, mga gano'n. Nasa SOP. Yan, ilagay nyo dyan yan lahat. So, first, define ninyo ang lexical meaning. Pag sinabi nating lexical, by the book or by the internet yan. Ang operational meaning naman is yung pagkakagamit nyo sa study. For example, yung cockpit, di ba? In general, lexically, cockpit is yung sabungan, ganon. While used for derby, etc. While cockpit in the aviation industry is about ganito. So, yun yung operational naman. Or kung paano rin yung ginamit sa study ninyo, like yung NavX. Define nyo kung ano yan. Kung wala sa internet, then operational meaning lang. Okay, so that is for the chapter 1. Let's move on to the chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2. Ano lang naman ang chapter 2 natin? Chapter 2, review of literature and related studies. So, lalagyan nyo na introductory dito ha. This section, chapter presents several literature and studies that lends direction to the present study and supported the different gaps and discussion thereon. Yan, ganyan lang. So, una, lagi is the related literature. Okay, so related literature, maglagay kayo dito ng this section provides several literature on kung ano yung topic nyo. Cybersecurity, topic nyo, cross-country, etc. So, ang una dyan is the foreign. Deductive din tayo ha. Foreign literature. Yan. Pero i-indent nyo siya. Okay? Tapos, ano na yung mga different foreign yun. Then, next natin is the local literature. Yan. Tapos, after nyan, related studies na. Okay? So, ganun din tayo, foreign and local. Dito naman is studies. Ito naman is studies. Okay, tandaan ninyo, when it comes to foreign, minimum of 5, 8 lit each. Dito 5 lit. Dito is 8, 10 pala, sorry. 10 studies. Dito naman is at least minimum of 5. Minimum ito ha, studies. Okay? Then, after nyan, ipipresent mo siya, summarize all the different studies, then provide the synthesis of the previous literature and studies, provide synthesis of the previous to the present study. So, it is more on the influence of the previous study sa study ninyo or objective ng mga studies nila that is somewhat relevant to your present study, ganon. So, it's more on the synthesis. Okay? So, ganyan lang siya kasimple. But make sure when you present your review of related literature and related studies, may parenthetical sources yan ha. Make sure that there is a parenthetical sources. Yung sa dulo ng paragraph, mayroong kung author, ba, Rosales, 2024, ganon. But, you need to get the reference nung information na yon. Okay? So, that is the chapters 1 and 2. If you have any question, you may message me doon sa GC natin. Okay?